welcome back to my channel. So I'm excited but nervous for today's video because we're gonna be doing a 24-hour readathon. Yeah, just to preface this by saying that I'm not gonna be reading for 24 hours straight. I value my sleep too much to even attempt that. What I'm gonna do in this video is set a 24-hour timer, and every time I'm reading I'm gonna have the timer going, and then when I'm not reading I'll turn the timer off, so that way we can see how much I realistically read in the span of 24 hours just straight reading, but I'll still be able to sleep and eat and shower and all that and not feel like I'm messing up the challenge. So but if y'all do want to see me read for 24 hours straight, then just let me know in the comments down below and I will do that for y'all, because I love y'all more than I love my sleep. So if y'all want that, I will do it. I really wanted to do this video because I have 7 books on my physical TBR, and y'all know I don't really get a bunch of books at once like that, so that is a lot for me to have that is not read. So I need to get these books read and put on my shelf so that I don't have to look at them anymore, because they're just staring at me like, girl, when are you gonna read me? So the first book we'll read is one that's actually on my Kindle because I'm currently reading it, and it's The Game's God's Play by Abigail Owen. I started this book I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I'm only like 100 pages in, but it's pretty good. The other options we have are Lightlark by Alex Astor. I actually did start this book. I'm on chapter 14, which is page 104, so I'll probably finish this book in this video because I don't love this book, so I'm ready to just get it off my TBR. I have Yellow Wife by Sadiqa Johnson. I got this book for Christmas and I'm really excited to read it. It's a short historical fiction book, so I might read this depending on how I'm feeling. And then we have Powerless by Elsie Silver. This is the 3rd book in the Chestnut Springs series, and I really like the first 2. And this one, I think he's like a ice hockey player. Ice hockey, it's the only type of hockey there is. He's a hockey player, so I think this might be like wintry vibes, but the other ones are like cowboys. I don't know if he's gonna be a cowboy in that one. I don't know. And then I have Love Unwritten by Lauren Asher. This book is the 2nd book in the Lakefront Billionaire series. I really love her writing, so if I want a cute little romance, I'll probably read this book. Then I have Between Friends and Lovers, and I literally read the first chapter of this book and didn't finish it. Not because the book was bad or the first chapter was bad. It was actually really good. I just wasn't in the mood for a romance when I picked it up. So this is another option if I want to get into the cute little romance. Then I have Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. I got this book in like June, and then I was like, I'm not gonna read it until the winter time because it just made me feel like it was gonna have winter vibes. I don't know, I have no idea. This could be a summer book, but this book. And last but not least, I have Glow of the Everflame by Penn Cole. I started this book, I think I got like 5 chapters in on my Kindle, and I wasn't really feeling it, and I thought it was because I was in a slump, but the main character was just getting on my nerves so bad. And then I watched this girl video, and she was saying how she read this book and she rated it so low, and she was so disappointed because the main character was just acting out of pocket. And I'm like, dang, I probably won't read this book in this video because I don't have time to be trying to get into a slump because the main character acts crazy. And this book is like 700 pages long. No, it's like 600 pages long, but still, I'm not about to do that. So eventually I will read this book, maybe listen to the audiobook if there is one, or just slowly read it. But as of right now, this book will not get read because the main character is just acting crazy. So those are all the options for books to read throughout these 24 hours. But of course, we're going to start with the book I'm currently reading, which is The Game's God's Play. And I really like it so far. I think it's pretty funny. The chapter titles are funny. The characters are funny. It's a cute, funny little read. And the chapters are so short. I'll click to the next thing and it'll be like 6 minutes in chapter, 3 minutes in chapter, 2 minutes in chapter. Those are my favorite words to read on my Kindle. Like, what? I love that. I love that. Especially trying to get back into fantasy after reading a bunch of romance. This is needed. So I'm enjoying it, but of course I'll update y'all on more. Oh, I didn't even tell y'all what it was about. This book is about this girl, and she is basically like a thief in this little thief group that she got in her world, and she lives in like San Francisco. It's like modern day, but like they have phones and stuff, but there's Greek gods there too, and the gods have temples in different spots. And basically the gods do this game every 100 years where it's not even a game really, it's more so like a way to fight each other without fighting each other, and they use humans, and they all pick a human, and then the humans go and they have to go through these different trials, and then whoever wins the most trials wins the championship or whatever. And the human who wins like wins for their god, and so the god becomes the ruler for the next 100 years until they have the challenge again. And it was just a way for them to try to stop fighting, but they literally used the humans as like pawns. So that's like the premise of the book, but I don't even remember the girl name in this book. But we're gonna start it. Or not start it, but we're gonna continue it. We're gonna read, and I'll let y'all know what the tea is. Okay, y'all, we're about to start the timer for 24 hours. Oh my god. Hey guys, so it's a little later. I have read for, wait, let me try to show y'all. My timer is on Google. Okay, this is my timer. I have 20 hours and 43 minutes left of reading, and I'm 50% through the games Gods Play. It is so good. It's so good. I've just been in the zone, just been reading. It got crazy. The main character do be getting on my nerves sometimes because she be wanting to save everybody. Like, girl, you cannot save everybody. And it's really annoying because she just sets herself back every time. But besides that, I really like it. I love Hades. He is everything. And yeah, that's really all I have to say. I'm curious to see how it's gonna end. It's so much is happening, and I'm 50% through. So I'm like, I can only imagine what the next 50% is gonna be, because typically books get like more amped up at the end. So I'm kind of scared. But I think they're on the 4th and 5th little test right now, and these guys just want to kill them basically. But yeah, so far so good. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm about to turn the timer back on and keep reading. I'm probably going to try to stay up as late as I can tonight and just read as much as I can, but I will still sleep. But yeah, I'm gonna try to stay up late and then wake up early tomorrow to get my reading in so that I can finish this challenge faster. That's it. I'm about to read because it's so good. What? Y'all, this cannot be. This cannot be. Why would they do this? Oh my god. Okay, another update, y'all. So I'm on chapter 75. I'm 65% through the book, and I just paused it, but I'm 19 hours and I have 19 hours and 17 minutes left. And the book is still really good. I think they're on the 7th trial. I keep forgetting what the trials are called. I think it starts with an L, but they're on the 7th one. And yeah, it just keeps getting crazy, or it gets crazier and crazier as I read, but I am enjoying it. I'm just about to read some more. I have decided I'm gonna try to stay up as long as I can, y'all. I'm gonna attempt to stay up as long as I can, but I think I'm still gonna try to get some sleep, so we'll see. But I am enjoying it. I'm about to start reading again though. Yeah, it's like I knew what was gonna happen in chapter 75 was gonna happen, but they did not have to do that. They did not have to do that at all, and it was so oh my god, I cannot. We have 19 hours and 9 minutes left. What a joy. Hey guys, so I have 16 hours and 13 minutes left on the timer, and I just finished the games Gods Play, and was a little crazy. The ending I kind of predicted, but it was still a really fun read. I have to sit on my rating though. I'm not gonna rate it until the end of this video, but yeah, I enjoyed it overall. But I'm about to go take a shower, and then I'm going to probably pick up another book and start my next read until I fall asleep. So we'll see how late I can stay up. It's 10, what time is it? It is 10:16 right now, and I normally am asleep at this time, so we'll see. It'll probably be another hour before I come back on here because I have to shower and stuff. Hey guys, so I took a shower, I'm in bed, and like I said, we still have the same timer on, or it's paused right now. So I decided that I'm gonna read Lightlark next. I am already like 100 pages into this, so I'm just gonna finish it. You can see this is how much I've read, and this is what's left. So I'm not saying I'm gonna finish this tonight. I'm gonna try to stay up as late as I can, and then once I start to feel like I'm falling asleep while reading, because that happens all the time, I'm gonna turn the timer off and we'll try again tomorrow whenever I wake up. But for right now, we're gonna try to read this and stay up for as late as I can without falling asleep. Okay, I literally only read a chapter, but y'all, for one, the font in this book I feel like is so small, and then two, I'm so bored. This is how I felt since I started the book, which is why I stopped reading after 100 pages, because I was already in a slump and I thought this book would take me out of the slump, and it just made it worse. But I just want to finish it because I feel like it could get better. Like, people talk so much about this book. I want to give it the chance to see if it really is that good, and then if I don't love it, then whatever. But I am really bored, and it just goes so slow. Like, when I heard trials and like, oh, Hunger Games-esque, I'm thinking like fun, and just not fun because the Hunger Games aren't fun, but just more action. And there's not a lot of action in these books. Like, the trials are like not really anything right now, but that could also be because they're at the beginning of the centennial. But I also just realized I didn't even tell y'all what Lightlark is about. So this is the first book in a series, and basically it's about this girl named Isla, and all the rulers were cursed like 500 years ago, I think, or something like that, like hundreds of years ago. And they were all split apart, and every 100 years the centennial happens and they have a chance to break the curse, and that's where she's at right now. Like, she's at the centennial, and I think like the first 50 days they can't harm each other. It's just kind of like displaying their powers, and then after that they can kill each other or whatever to try to break the curse, is what I get so far. But everybody says there's a love triangle, and I hate love triangles, but I don't really care. Like, right now I'm reading this book, and I don't even know who the love triangle would be with. I have like one suspicion, but then this scene just happened, and then I think I have another suspicion of who the love triangle is. But I don't love any of the characters to where I care who they end up with, so I don't really mind the idea of a love triangle at this point. But that's all. I'm about to try to read some more. At least, I don't even know. I'm gonna just try to read a little bit because, like I said, hopefully the book gets a little bit more interesting within the next 50 pages, and I'll update y'all in the next 50 pages and let y'all know. It's later. Yeah, my timer is on the charger. But I have 14 hours and 14 hours and 24 minutes left on the timer. I got to page, let me turn my little light off. I got to page, not that far, page 204, chapter 28. I'm getting tired though, so I'm about to go to sleep because I can feel myself slowly. It took me so long to read those little 100 pages because I literally was like having to reread every other sentence because I'm so tired. So I'm gonna stop here for the night, and we'll pick up on Lightlark tomorrow and probably finish it tomorrow. Hopefully finish this challenge tomorrow. If not, we'll finish it when we finish it. But it actually did get better. The book did get better. We're on the 40th day of the centennial. So the 50th day is when they have the what is it called? Oh, the 50th day is when they have the ball, and I think they're gonna like dress up and stuff, which I love reading about in fantasy books, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, it did get better, so I have hope. They got the teams, they know who they're paired up with, and they're like all working together now. Hey guys, it's the next day. It's morning time. It's about 9:47, and last night the camera cut off because I ran out of storage. But I was basically just saying that I have a theory about not how this is gonna end, but how they can solve their problem. So I'm interested to see if my theory is right. I'm gonna start reading down, and then yeah, I'll catch up with y'all again later. I'm currently on page 204, chapter 28. So maybe when I'm like 100 more pages in, or I have like a couple more hours down, I'll catch up with y'all and let y'all know what the tea is. Okay, y'all, I just finished Lightlark. I have 11 hours and 5 minutes left for the 24-hour reading challenge. This book got so good. I know last night I was saying that I wasn't really into it and it was really slow and boring, but I think once I hit like the 150 page mark, it got really good and I didn't want to put it down, and that's why I literally just sat here and finished it in one sitting. The ending was crazy. My theories were 100% wrong, and I will definitely be reading the next book because I don't even mind the love triangle in this, which is crazy because I hate love triangles. Like, they're my least favorite trope pretty much ever, but I don't mind it in this one because it's like, I don't really care who she ends up with. Like, they're both good options in my head, but the next book might change that for me, but this one was crazy. I did not, like, slightly expected it, but I was like, no. Theories were wrong. Wrong. But it was so good. I really enjoyed it. I see why people love that book so much. I'll talk about ratings later, like towards the end of this video, because I want to sit on all the ratings for each book. But yeah, that was really good. I enjoyed it. Now I don't know what I'm gonna read because this has me wanting to read another fantasy, but I have two. I have Glow of the Everflame, and then I have Once Upon a Broken Heart. And I could start Once Upon a Broken Heart, but I kind of don't want to start another series right now because I still have this one that has 2 books in it, and then the Spark of the Everflame series has like 4 or 5 books in it. So I don't know if I want to start another series right now, so then I might read one of my my romance books. But I'm just like, I don't know, fantasy is the vibe right now. I could read a book on my Kindle, but the goal of this video is to get down my physical TBR. So I'm gonna think on it and then I'll get back to y'all when I decide. Hey guys, so it's a while later. There's something going on with my phone. I don't know, it's not charging. I don't know why, but it's been on 50% and it will not charge. So I'm not gonna be able to record a ton for the rest of this video, but I'm gonna try my best to give you guys frequent updates on the books and how I'm feeling. So I only ended up reading for another hour-ish. I have 10 hours and 9 minutes left for this challenge. Initially, I literally read Glow of the Everflame for like 3 minutes and then put it down because Deem is so annoying. I cannot. She gets on my nerves. She just makes the dumbest decisions and she doesn't think at all, and it's just something I don't enjoy reading about for a female main character, especially for a 600-page book. I don't want to read about somebody I don't like. So a pause. This might be a DNF, or it might just be a long pause. I don't know. Soft DNF for now, but probably a hard DNF in the future. But I decided to pick up Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, and I'm so excited that I did. I'm only 10 chapters in. I'm on page 74, but it's so good. I'm already enjoying it. I'm excited about what's gonna happen. I'm curious because I had no idea what this book was about going into it. I'm glad that I read the first Caraval book though, because I read Caraval like years and years ago and it was okay. Like I just didn't love it. I didn't feel like continuing the series, so I was like, I'll just go straight into this series because this is the one I hear people talk about anyway. Like Caraval, it's either like you love it or you hate it, and I feel like I'm just a person that doesn't enjoy it, so I'm gonna just not continue the series. But I'm enjoying this one so far, which is so exciting. Like I'm into it. I didn't want to put it down, so I'm gonna keep reading and I'll try to update y'all again later. Okay, so update. I'm on chapter 17, page 128, and still loving it, still liking it. Jax is, I like him. I feel like I shouldn't like him, but I do like him. And he is annoying though, because like what is your plan? What are you doing? What are you trying to do? I want to know, and I can't figure it out. I'm trying hardly, but I am trying to figure out what he is doing, but I don't know. But I'm excited. I definitely see some love occurring, or I feel like the tensions are gonna rise, but the tension is there between Jax and Evelyn. So is that her name? No, Evangeline. I said Evelyn. Evangeline. I think that's how you say her name. I don't know, but I'm liking it so far, and I like Jax, and that's my update. Mary Soul is who her sister thinks she is, because it's been a lot of occurrences of like, oh no, she would never do that, but based off of the last book I read, yes, she would. So I'm gonna keep my eye on her. Hey guys, a little update. So I have 7 hours and 28 minutes left, and I'm on page 270 of Once Upon a Broken Heart, and I'm still liking it. I'm still enjoying it. All hell just broke loose though, so I don't know what's about to happen, but I'm low-key scared for Evangeline. I think that's how you say her name. I'm scared for her, and I like Jax, but I don't trust him. Like I don't know. I need to know the lore. I probably should have finished Caraval, but it's okay. I like it. Hey guys. So it's midnight and we have 5 hours and 35 minutes left of this challenge, but I just finished Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it was a fun read. It wasn't super action-packed or anything because her books normally aren't. Like, based off of reading Caraval, it's like the same type of vibe, but this one was better to me. Definitely enjoyed this way more than Caraval. But yeah, so now these are the options for the next read. I don't want to read Glow of the Everflame, so these are the options. So we have Between Friends and Lovers, Love Unwritten, Powerless, and Yellow Wife. I don't know which one I want to read at all. So after further consideration, I decided to read Powerless by L.C. Silver because I feel like this is going to be fast-paced enough to where I won't fall asleep, but still good and entertaining. So I'm going to try to read this book. I'm probably just going to get in bed though and read until I fall asleep. So I will probably catch up with y'all tomorrow unless I do an update. Like, unless this book is that good that it keeps me up to finish this challenge. But I highly doubt I'm going to stay up till 6 o'clock in the morning. So I will see y'all again tomorrow most likely. So the 24-hour challenge is officially over. Whew, thank God. I don't know why I knew 24 hours was 24 hours, but like actually doing it, it felt like forever. I might try, if I do this again, I will probably try just doing it straight through, because I'm like 2.5 days in and I'm just like, no. But these are all the books we read. So the first book we read was The Games Gods Play by Abigail Owen, and I like this book. It was cute. After thinking about it and everything, I think I'm gonna give it like a 3.75, because yeah, it was good. It was good. It was good. There were just some things I didn't like about it, but I really enjoyed it. I thought the main character was funny. I thought the guy in here, what was his name? Hades. He was nice. I liked the Greek god aspect to it, and the trials was really fun in this game. So in this book. So 3.5 or 3.75 out of 5 stars, because it was good, but it wasn't great, you know? After I read that book, I read Lightlark by Alex Astor. And this book, yeah, I was already a couple pages into this book when I started it for the challenge, but I remember putting it down because I didn't really love it. It wasn't really intriguing to me. And then I read it for the challenge and I got 200 pages in and I was like, hold up. And then the last 200 pages, they were crazy. Like, I'm gonna get the next book soon because I need to know what's gonna happen. But yeah, I really enjoyed my time reading this book. I thought it was really fun, and I am excited to see what happens in the second book, because the ending with this one was crazy. I see the hype. So I think I'm gonna give this book 4 out of 5 stars because it was great to me. I thought it was great. But it wasn't amazing. There was definitely things that could be improved. And then after I read that book, I read Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber and ate this book up. This book was so good. I literally didn't want to put it down. I was like, I couldn't put it down because I was doing the 24-hour challenge, but if I could have put it down, I wouldn't have, because it was so good. It was so fun. It was so whimsical, and it just felt like a little fairy tale come to life, but also like mysterious at the same time. Also really intrigued to know what happens next in this series, so I definitely will be continuing it. I think the next book is The Ballad of Never After. Yeah, so I'm excited. I like Jax. I like him to an extent, because he be doing some weird stuff. Okay, so then I started Powerless last night by O.C. Silver, and y'all, I did not even finish the book. Look, this is how much I had left. I ended off on page 401, chapter 40, like 40 pages left in the book. But Jasper, oh my God, Jasper, I'm obsessed with him. He's added to my list of book boyfriends because, child, this book was really good though. I really loved it. I feel like the female main character I related a lot to, so I enjoyed that aspect to it. I'm not done it yet, but I'm basically done it, so I'm not gonna rate it yet because I don't even know how I feel about it yet. Like, I know I love it, but I don't think it's a 5, but it's definitely in the 4-star range. So we'll see what I end up rating it, but just know that I love Jasper. He's everything. This is definitely my favorite book so far in the series. They just keep getting better and better, so maybe the next one will be my favorite of all of them, because every time I've read one, they've gotten better and better. But yeah, I ended up reading 401 pages of this book, so I didn't completely finish it, but I feel like overall I had a great experience with this 24-hour reading challenge. I got through 3 books that were on my physical TBR, and then this book was on my mental TBR, so I'm gonna count it. But I got through 3 books, so I only have 4 books left on my physical TBR, and I got to read. I got some really good reads in. I found some new series that I really like, and yeah, that's really it. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.